Hi, I'm Justin Younts. Welcome to the DMF. This is part 3. Like I liked, um, I wanted to talk about your YouTube channel. We're almost out of time, but I wanted to talk about your YouTube channel
All
because
right.
it was
Yeah.
interesting how as I watched all the videos, and it was interesting. Like it was like a little bit of response, a little bit of response, and then there were these ones that really hit. Like the self tape ones, the one
Right.
where you talked about crying on cue.
Right.
And,
Right.
I thought it was bold. You talked about, if you can't do it, here's a menthol thing. And it's like,
It's your trick.
most people never talk about that because they
They
think
have
like
it
it's
on set.
cheating. Yeah, I know they do have it on set, but it's like they like to pretend like that stuff doesn't exist so that they do it. And it's like sometimes you might need that stuff. I mean, it's not really, you don't want to always like rely on that stuff, but I like that you were willing to talk about things that I felt like were secretive in the industry. And I could tell, and I saw, like, I looked at the video of the views. I was like, yeah, that one, that's one that actors would jump right. Say, how do I cry on camera? It's like,
Right.
they always want to
Right.
go for like crying. How do I yell this? And it's like that. It's like, yeah, that's good and all, but you want it, if the best way to do it is for it to come from a real place so that you
Right.
don't, so it's happening to you as opposed to making yourself cry because
Oh, for
there's
sure. It's the worst to watching that.
yeah. Yeah.
Try not to cry, right? We all do that in life,
Exactly.
not to cry, and then we wind
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Except when we go to the
Yeah, it's tough.
movies.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Is there anything we haven't talked about that you'd like to touch on?
I wanted to make sure that we came full circle with the
Absolutely.
starting my own studio and then falling into casting in LA. So those,
Absolutely.
yeah, but I think we did that.
Okay, good, good.
Yeah.
So this is the part of the show where I give my like inside the actor's studio questions. These can be long answers, they can be short answers, they can be whatever you want. So the first question is, do you have a beginning of the day routine?
I do. I
Mm.
get up at 6:15 and
Oh
then I'll
wow.
meditate. And then I will take my dogs for a walk. And then I go train with a trainer and I go to the gym 6 days a week and I'll throw yoga in there. And then I come
Awesome.
back, I'll have a cappuccino and then I'll get to work.
Awesome. Do you have a nighttime routine?
In bed by 9 if I can make it happen, Monday through Thursday, 9:30 typically. And then I'll teach myself something that I can learn. So for example, if I want to learn something about business, how
Mm.
to be a better public speaker, how to present myself in a way that might be different than what I'm used to. Anything that I can be learning in that time before bed is very beneficial for me. And I find that it integrates better at night. Obviously, we all know that.
Yep. Yep.
That's
Now
it.
you answered this question already. Do you meditate? But I'm curious, what is your meditation process?
I just finished a 21-day Deepak Chopra meditation.
Oh, cool.
Something had turned me onto that. And then there were 2 weeks where I was like, well, now what? I can meditate on my own. I'm very good at
Mm,
meditation, where I like to just sit and really
interesting.
breathe and feel my body and ask questions and wait for the answers. I think
Wow.
there's a lot of uncertainty in our world right now, and we've become so disconnected with our physical bodies, and that we do have the answer because there's so much information out there that we forget that hello, this us, our
Yep.
human, has everything that we need inside of us.
Yeah.
And we're just taught in our society to crave and to chase as opposed to sit and to manifest and to create.
And we've lost delayed gratification. I think that's something that we expect everything to be now. Oh, I don't feel good. I'll turn to YouTube. I'll do
Right.
this. And sometimes it's best to be bored. Just, sit with the thoughts. Don't try and just mask it, let it, and that's what I love about meditation is it forces you to confront things that you really wouldn't confront yourself. I do transcendental meditation. I've done many, many practices, but I like that one. Um, it's hard at times, to do
Yeah.
20 minutes
And
and twice a day, but it's something, I aim for because it does refuel you. It does get you into that, mindset. My thing that always happens is I'll start to meditate. It's like, oh, that's a great idea. How do I hold on to this idea
Right. Right.
well,
Gotta remember
while
it.
I'm in this? Yeah.
Yeah. I
You
find
already,
tapping good. Like I've given some tapping with Brad, who's actually on YouTube,
mm.
is excellent.
Oh,
He
the
is
tap. Yeah.
really good. Yeah, the tapping here. It's been so beneficial for a lot of actors that I've shared that with.
Yeah. I've looked at a little bit of the tapping stuff. I read a book on the tapping. I need to kind of go
Yeah,
back
Dr.
to it.
Brad, check him out.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at that. You already answered this as well, but what do you do for physical fitness?
I lift weights. I do HIIT
Oh,
training. I do
all
yoga,
right. Oh, wow.
surf a little
Tough
bit. I'm
stuff.
pretty outdoorsy. Like anything on the water, I love. I like to
Yeah,
swim. I'm pretty athletic.
I love that.
High dive, parasail, horseback ride,
Wow, that's
water skiing.
cool.
I'm a pretty good water skier, believe it or not. I
So
still
you're
got
like, so your special skills on the resume is just everywhere.
it. There is.
Because you
It's
talked about that.
bowling.
Yeah.
I'm a great bowler, Justin.
Wow.
I'm from
You do.
Buffalo.
Because you told that story in the thing of the guy you were going to try and hire. He was supposed to be a horseback, and then it was like, oh, he hasn't done it in a long time, and it's just like because there's some actors who will say that. I think it was Mia Goth who said, if even if I don't know it, I'll tell them
I'll tell them.
that I could do it, and I'm just like, that's not. I could see somebody taking that and use it. Like you can get away with that, but most actors can't do that, and they do that's an over because like now we see you as
Sure is.
a liar. And it's like, oh, I can speak Spanish. And it's like you come in, it's like speaking like Duolingo. It's like, I don't believe you can speak Spanish, sir.
Right. You can't. I remember when I was acting in LA and it was for a Visa commercial. And
Yeah.
it was a big national commercial. And my agent's like, you got to call back. I'm like, amazing. And so I'm terrible at math. And I remember going into the room and it was the director and one other person in there. And I just remember distinctly the blue wall. I also worked at that casting office. So I remember the blue wall because I saw it every single day for 9 years. And they said, okay, so it was for free climbing. So how far do you think you can climb? I'm like, oh God, I'm so bad at math. Like, what's tall? Now I'm trying to figure out, what do they want? I said, oh, probably like 12 feet. They're like, okay. And made some notes. And I could tell like that was not the answer because it was so quick. Okay, thanks so much. Right? Like they had me do something and I had to line and then I walked out. And then I remember a friend had said to me, hey, I think I saw the commercial that you auditioned for. And I remember watching it. And it's this girl, like literally they helicoptered her in. I'm sure her helicopter on the top, like free climbing this massive, massive mountain in the middle
You
of.
said 12 feet.
Oh my God, I said 12 feet. And I'm like,
that's barely anything. That's like a ladder.
And I'm it is a ladder, but I'm also so happy that I'm so afraid of heights. And
oh, really? Oh, wow.
But can you imagine? It's like a horseback riding guy. And I get there and I'm like, hey guys, listen, I really can only climb a ladder. So this isn't going to work out.
You're on the helicopter and they're just, do I,
so do we get a body double at this point?
How do I hold
how
this?
Does this work?
Yeah, it's like, oh, you know how to do it. You hold this here and it's everything. And it's just like, okay. Yeah, we're just going to have you parachute out. You're going to hit the rock and hold it. And you'll be like, okay.
You guys have chalk? I just need some hand chalk, I guess.
Yeah. Just give me a second here. Is there any way we could just postpone this a little bit? I'm just not feeling well today.
I'm just going to meditate, guys. Just let me meditate on this for like 15 minutes.
It's like everybody's sitting there like, we're going to lose fuel. You got to go now.
Production. Great. Been there before.
This hypothetical thing. One of the things, I know you're a big reader. What are you reading? So I'm curious.
Right now I'm reading No Excuses by Brian Tracy. I'm also reading by Brian Tracy. And I'm reading Let Them by Mel Robbins.
Oh, I want to read that so bad.
At page 8, and I'm like, yeah, but
no.
Maybe it's a New Yorker me. I'm like, I don't want to let them do that. I'm not, I don't know. I gotta make a note about that one.
So she's kind of like, so it's very that pacifist idea, and then just kind
Not
of
really.
like
No, because then she says, let me, like, let them and let me.
yeah,
Clearly I need to talk to Mel on her podcast so she can clarify this
yeah, yeah.
and
It's
work this
like
New Yorker out of
in
me.
New York City, yeah, it's kind of hard. You know, you let them, it's going to be like, you're going to be on the train for 20 years.
Right. Let them hold the
Can I,
door open while
can
you're
I
10
get
minutes.
in, please?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, let me stand up and get in their face. Let them stab me. Great.
Yeah. That doesn't work. Yeah. Yeah. The guy that like, I remember there's a guy that's just like, he took like 2 seats or whatever. And it's just like,
Boy.
you can't do anything about it because he's that guy that like, he wants you to fight him. And it's like, there's nothing
Sure
worse than
does.
fighting somebody who has nothing to lose.
That's exactly right. It rush hour,
Oh yeah. Oh
right?
man. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I hated that. That was the one thing I hated about New York was the rush hour and just being like, sometimes I just be, you know what? I'm just gonna wait till rush hour is over because I'm like, I can't do this. Oh,
Right. Right.
because and you'll bring that into the audition. It's like I'm coming in. It's like, oh, I'm all ready, and then it's like I'm sweating and bullets,
Yep. Yep. Come on
especially
in.
in the
Change your
summer.
shirt. I might have a shirt in the prop closet. Right? Like I was always trying to find an actor. Did you bring a t-shirt with you? No, bring a
Yeah.
t-shirt this time.
What are you listening to right now?
Music wise?
Yeah, music wise.
What am I listening to? It's some like surf reggae.
Oh, cool.
Surf reggae chick music.
No Taylor Swift.
I love Taylor Swift. You know how I feel about
Okay.
that.
I haven't heard you talk about Taylor Swift. No.
Well, let me tell you, I love Taylor Swift. I'm
All
a
right.
big fan.
Favorite album.
Well, that's hard. One of my favorite songs is If I Was a Man. I
Okay,
would
that
be
sounds. Yeah.
I would sing the lyrics, but then we'd be here all day. I just really, you know what it is? I feel like she is one of the few performers who is not afraid to lean into who she is and
Yeah.
to take a stand for what she believes in and to use her space and her celebrity to do that. She
Yeah.
helps a lot of people. She gets a lot of backlash from people,
Yeah.
but she stands up for what she politically believes in. That poor
Yeah.
girl in her 20s, what happened to her at the awards ceremony,
Oh, with
but
Kanye.
you know, I think as all artists, that fuels you. And I
Yeah.
really can appreciate an artist as young as her who is taking that fuel and making literally history.
Yeah. I'd like to see her start her own like record label and try and change the way that's done.
Right.
Because I've read so many stories about like people that they get a label and then they go in and they put them on like this debt, so they don't realize that they're actually
I know.
spending the money that they don't actually have to do it. It's just like, oh yeah, you can have whatever you want. We're just going to continue to
Right.
charge you and keep you on tour till you're 80,
Right.
like you're an indentured servant or something. It's like they
You
don't
know it.
tell you that, you know. It's
Yep.
where she's kind of gotten above that. She got her own masters back. She got them to sell back, the music that that they were using. I mean, so I'd
Created a
like,
brand new album. She's like, oh, really? Let
yeah,
me go ahead and I'm going to take this time to
yeah,
create a new album acoustically.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
it's brilliant. I remember seeing her marketing and I think her parents, I don't even know her. It's weird I'm talking about it, but it's just I'd seen publicly
yeah,
to have that kind of foundation, a parental foundation that can, as you get bigger, your world gets smaller.
yeah,
And to have that kind of foundation, I know from the casting side, particularly when you're younger and a lot of people can take advantage of you and parents can get all caught up in the money part of it.
yeah,
It's harrowing to see that foundation has allowed her to build a massive following and a pretty incredible legacy. And I
yeah,
remember the marketing going around, and I feel like I saw something a long time ago where it was about the marketing that she had started early on with that
yeah.
like a group.
Yeah, that guy
Good.
Brendan, what's his name? I see his ads all the time on Instagram. The guy who helped her with a lot of her. This was back, I think, in MySpace, but he said that she was
Oh, got
very, it was very important to her that she had connection to the fans,
it.
that she would write them all, So I think that's important. There's sometimes
Yeah.
people is like you want a lot of fans, but then you don't want to. You got to cater to them too. You can't just, be like, "Oh, yeah, you're my fans, but I don't care anymore." Which you can feel a lot of celebrities have that mindset of just like,
I
"Oh,
remember I met some guy when I was traveling, like at whatever hotel I was staying at, and
yeah,
for however reason, like whatever reason, a group of us got on to talking about Taylor Swift. He said it is the best smelling concert I've ever been to. I was like, what? He said, oh, I took my younger sister. He said, and I couldn't believe it. I walked in and it smelled amazing. He's like, I
yeah,
just wanted to hang out there. He's like, I like the music. I said, oh my gosh, I've never heard anybody say
yeah."
that before.
But most of the concerts, it doesn't smell very
I like that.
good.
Ones
It's
that I've
it's
been to, no.
I sweat.
Yeah.
What are you watching right now?
What did I just finish? I finished Black Rabbit, which I loved.
Black Rat.
Really
That's
dark, and it's on Netflix with
okay.
Justin Bateman.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I think I heard about that. Yeah,
And what else did I just oh, I watched A Few Good Men. I haven't seen it in so long.
such a good movie.
And I really wanted to remind myself how simple great movie making can be,
Yeah, so
right? Not
good.
a lot of rooms. There's not a lot of
Just and
pomp and
you want to talk
circumstance.
about listening and answering. That's Kathy and Jessup, Tom and Jack
Woo!
just going back and forth, and it just builds and it builds, and it's like it feels like it's happening to them as opposed to what what we feel like. It'd be like, I'm gonna come in and have this really strong scene. It's gonna have all. It's like that's not how it happens. You start talking about something and then you're in an argument. That's kind of how it works. But it's so funny
Like
how
to
we
have
left that.
that I was an extra because I wanted to make money for SAG, right? I had to make
Yeah,
money.
yeah,
And so my manager's like, look, I know you probably don't want to do this, but Nancy Myers is shooting a film. Jack Nicholson is in it. They'd like some nurses or doctors to be. Do you want to do background on that? I said, yeah, I want to do
yeah,
background. So I ended up being in the room with Jack Nicholson and the female who played his doctor. And she wanted to run lines with me. She's like, can you run lines with me? It's like, yeah, sure, no problem. And so
nice.
Jack wasn't in there, and then they rolled him in, right? They rolled him in the thing.
Yeah,
And he's hanging out there. And as they're rolling him in, I think he said something like, okay, Chief, I have to be at the basketball game. I gotta be at
yeah,
the Lakers game, so make sure I'm out of here. And I was like, well, maybe somebody like Jack could say that. And so he was in the room, and there were these the tongue depressors in
yeah.
the room. So he started flinging them at me, and I was so nervous. Like, oh my God, I
Wow.
don't know what to do. Like, do I talk to him? Like I just
Yeah. That
do.
that's the scary thing. You're as an extra, you're scared to I just saw a video while I've been doing all these things, searching for your stuff. So I get all now these videos, and I got this video of a guy talking about, whatever you do, don't talk to the actor, don't do this, don't ask for their number. And it's like, well, some of this stuff is common sense. So you wouldn't go up to them, but it could work. It's not
Or you're
like it's
just
a
normal.
that's the real thing. Be normal. If you're gonna
Mhm.
come in and be like, uh, yes, can I just touch you? Here, yeah, here, and can I get your
Weird.
number? And I promise I'll drive you. It's like you don't want to come off as the crazed fan that, like, I think Robert
Right.
Pattinson said that he had a crazed fan, so he took them out and he just complained about everything in his life, and they left. And it's like that's brilliant. Just bring them
That
all
is
in and be
so
like,
smart. I mean, I learned on that set, like, oh, and I just remember like, oh, I'm just going to pick up this thing that he threw at me and give it back to him.
yeah, yeah, just give it back to him. And when you saw that with Jack, did you just see like was there just what did you see about like his aura? What do you think was different from him from other actors? Or was there no difference?
He's just a legend, right? So I've
Yeah,
seen
no, I know.
old movies with him. I'm such an old movie fan. And
Chinatown.
that for me, I was like, oh, he's like a normal guy, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I just watched Chinatown the other day. He's so good in that movie. Such a That's a movie they wouldn't even let to happen today. They would all lose their mind if he slapped the woman. They'd be like, "Well, we can't have him doing that." It was like, you're missing the point of the movie, and the politics in it that I think is still relevant today with water. And it's like, to me that's what resonates to me now when I look at it. It's like there's so much in there. Um, this has been great. Well, I want to ask you one more. Did you see Marty Supreme?
It's on my list. It's on my
That's
list.
great. If you liked Uncut Gems, the other movie that
I
they
loved
did,
Uncut Gems.
well, it's like Uncut Gems. He does some. I don't want to spoil it for you because
Don't
he
spoil
breaks
it.
he breaks some rules in there, and I'm just like, I never would have thought to use that. I'll tell you about it when you see it. How can people reach you?
People can reach me on YouTube, Mel Mack Acting Studio, or Instagram at Mel Mack Acting Studio, or website Mel Mack Acting Studio, or email me info at Mel Mack Acting Studio. I respond on Instagram. We have a social media team, but I do respond on there. I like it.
Cool.
I feel like a little bit like Taylor Swift.
Yeah, no, I think that's great that
Right?
you actually respond to it as
Yes, it's
well.
so important.
Sometimes you just have, you're just like, am I just talking to the AI that you put on there now?
Yeah, right.
That's just giving an automated. That's a very good question. I'll get back to you later. I'm like, yeah, that's not her.
Or fluff, right? Or some kind of fluff or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Like, I'll reach out. It's just like, yeah, no. Or you're lucky if they even get to you now, because like now they've got everything so filtered through everything. It's like trying to get an email through now. It's like,
It's just a different format,
yeah, yeah.
right?
Well, this has been great. Thank you
It's
so
been
much
so
for
fun,
doing
Justin.
this.
Yeah, thank you.
I know we went a little over.
It's
And
okay.
I apologize for that. Thank you for being on the DMF.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been so much fun.
Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.